Welcome to the StorySpire podcast. I'm Mary R. Snyder. I am your host and storytelling strategist. I'm here with expert advice, actionable tips, and frameworks to create the stories that will inspire hearts and minds. Because stories change the world. Let's get into it. Hello. Before we get started, I just want to remind you, have you signed up for the newsletter? It is a simple once a week, short storytelling tip from me, a link to the podcast. I would love to have you. And you get first notice on anything. Sometimes I share a list of my favorite things. I love finding great articles to share. You can find that at storyspire.com. And that is storyspire.com. And just click Join Mary. Very simple. All right, let's get into it. Today, I want to talk about sticking the landing. Now, when I hear the word stick the landing, I think about gymnasts. And I think about how we watch them tumble at the Olympics or at the world shows, and they would literally fly, tumble. I'm thinking of Simone Biles, and she would go up and just fly high in the air and then come down, bam, both feet on the floor. And she stuck that landing. Now, as storytellers, we have a responsibility to stick the landing. Now, let me tell you a story. I was working with a pastor, and he was a great storyteller. He was charismatic. He was funny. He was poignant. He knew how to take you on a journey. But he didn't close well. And here's what happened. He had always ended every head bow and every eye closed. And then he went into a gospel presentation, and that's how he closed every one of his messages. Because that is the way you close a message in his church. That's what he did. Well, he was on the stage and in a new role in life, and he was sharing about a nonprofit. And he didn't land it. He just trailed off. He said, "Hey, the houses, we need more help, and I hope you'll join us." But he didn't tell them where to go or what to do. It's very important that your audience know what you want them to do. They need to know what the next step is. Whether you are telling them to live life to the fullest, and here's the way, or you are asking them to join you on this journey to help another person. In this situation, a $1,000 would pay for a house to be built. And it was in a South American country. $1,000 would pay for a house to be built and furnished for a family. And he forgot to say that. He forgot to ask for donations. He talked about the work they had done, the houses that had been built. He talked about the power of what was happening over there, but he forgot to talk about the need. He forgot to tell them, and here's what we need from you today. We want to build 50 houses, so we need to raise 50 $1,000 donations. Whether you can give 1,000 or 500, or maybe you can build 5 houses or 10 houses. We have 50 families waiting right now, and we've got hundreds more in the wings. That's what he needed to do to land the plane. He needed to tell them the next step to take. I want you to reach out, write a check. Does anybody even carry checks anymore? I don't think so. Make a pledge. You need the next step in the journey. So wherever you're taking your people, whatever journey they're going on with you, because every story is a journey, you need to tell them what to do as the journey comes to an end. That may be, we want you to give $1,000 or 500 or 50. And it may be, I want you to make a commitment that every day you will spend 15 minutes journaling who you are. in Christ. And it may be, I want you to spend 1 hour a week spending time with whatever it is you want them to do. But you understand my point. You have to tell them where to go. This is your job as a storyteller, as a message deliverer, as a fundraiser. You have a job, and it is stick the landing, land the plane, bring the story home. All right. Now, you're going to have work. I want you to work on that. Tell me how you'll end your story this week and tag me in it. I would love it if you would do a video. You can find me on Instagram, Mary R. Snyder, Facebook, same, and LinkedIn, same. All right. You have a great rest of your day. I'll see you around here next week. Bye for now.